And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. From the gun on third down, Griffin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Off of play action. Here's Smith backing up. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Throwing on third down, Smith. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Running left, this is Procise. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line. Geno now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Griffin looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice move. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's third down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that brings up fourth down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded inside the 5. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, My list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And some room to work. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. C.J. Procise, 78 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Peterson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for a loss of 5. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now it's Smith. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Danny Lansana in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Third and long, it's Smith. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And his guys are going to get the football at the...
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up. Pickup trucks whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up. Pickup trucks whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up.
Babe Ruth fall it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck. You can hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Panthers going up against the Eagles. With that, let's get out to Lincoln Financial Field. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
It is a snowy and blustery day in the city of brotherly love as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Throwing on first is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Ground the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Throwing is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 39 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Stewart is the lone setback. On 1st and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up 2nd down. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And now offensively, Philadelphia coming back out. Earlier we discussed Carson Wentz in the quarterback position, but You know, unless something changes drastically, Philadelphia's going to end this year without a 1,000-yard rusher and without a 1,000-yard receiver.
Yeah, they want to make sure they really work on their offensive line. They've had a few injuries there and had to shift some guys around. They had a guy that they lost earlier in the season. It was a big part of what they do. And they also want to make sure that they have a running back that can stay healthy. And you know that that's not easily done in this league. But Ryan Matthews, if he does stay healthy, he's always a candidate to break 1,000 yards. Remember those days of LaShawn McCoy and Jeremy Maclin both going over 1,300 yards? They're looking for that again.
Yeah, 2014, both of those guys over 1,000. To throw, it's Wentz. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's 3rd and short. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man,
and he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Newton on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
They fake the give. Newton. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Looking for Gann, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, 48 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flipped it over to the other side of the ball, What are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's what they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking.
And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now they're
in trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown.